People all around the world were shocked and saddened by the news of a terrible plane crash in South Korea. It happened on December 29, 2024. A regular Jeju air flight turned into a very sad event. The plane was coming back from Thailand and was trying to land at Muan Airport when it crashed. There were 181 people on the plane. This awful accident made people everywhere feel very sad and left many questions. The quiet sky above Muan Airport was suddenly filled with the scary sound of a plane in trouble. People who saw it said the plane was going down in a scary way, and its wings were tipping back and forth. Then, all of a sudden, the plane disappeared. In its place was a big cloud of black smoke going up into the air. A peaceful place was now marked by a terrible event. The crash was really bad. The plane broke into many pieces, and parts of it were spread out over a big area. Emergency workers rushed to the crash site, hoping to find people alive but also afraid of what they might find. As they looked through the pieces of the plane, they realized how truly awful the situation was. Out of the 181 people on the plane, only 2 people lived. These 2 survivors were rescued from the destroyed plane and were taken to a nearby hospital right away. They are in critical condition, meaning they are still very hurt. The fact that they survived gives some hope in this very sad situation. Investigators are now trying hard to understand what happened and why, but right now, there are many more questions than answers. What made this normal flight turn into such a tragedy? Was it a problem with the plane, a mistake by the pilots, or something that nobody could have predicted? The investigators are carefully listening to the recordings from the plane's black box, hoping that the information inside will help them understand what happened. They are also talking to people who saw the crash and looking at radar information to see if they can find any hints about the last moments of the flight. All of South Korea is deeply saddened by this tragedy. People are united in their grief and disbelief. Families who lost loved ones in the crash are trying to cope with their sudden and terrible loss. Their pain is unimaginable, and their lives are forever changed. This awful plane crash reminds us that life is precious, and that things can happen unexpectedly, especially when it comes to flying. As the investigation continues, the whole world waits for answers, hoping to understand this terrible event.